I do think of having new people in politics. There's an awful lot of councils in this country that have almost been one-party states for a long time. They've been run by one party that hasn't been challenged, and often there's sort of a cosy relationship between officials and those councillors. One good thing is having a new party is that it asks difficult questions. There's no legacy of vested interests. And there is a real issue, I think, with, you mentioned the diversity issue. I think Britain is one of the most tolerant countries in the world, and always need to be more progress on racial issues, always needs to be more progress. But it's not so much the amount of money that is spent on employing diversity officers. You talk to a lot of civil servants, the amount of time they now have to spend monitoring this issue above all others is an extraordinary diversion.
What absolute nonsense.
It absolutely is true. Absolutely is true.
I mean, honestly.
It's a culture that
go and sit in a council for a day and actually see what they're dealing with. Actually see what they're dealing with. You've got no idea, I'm afraid.
How are Labour... I don't know whether you saw the documentary on Channel 4 about rape gangs over this.
We want to blow that little trumpet now, do we? Yeah,
okay. There is a real issue.
Let's get that dog whistle out, shall we?
Okay, Lucy. Yeah. The councils, there were so many people who were so afraid for good... Can I just finish the point, just for one minute?
Finish that point, Tim, and then I'll bring in Helen.
Look, there were so many people in local government, in the authorities, who, for good reasons, were worried about upsetting community tensions, that those girls went undefended. Now, there were good reasons for it, but no one has still been brought to justice for that. So you tell me, Lucy, that this isn't a culture in local government. It's just not true.
Dear.
Helen Morgan?
I think it's a total failure to understand how local government operates, actually. Because if you look at Shropshire, for example, where 25% cuts to local authority budgets since 2015 have left our potholes unfilled, our flood defence is in a terrible state. There are 2 people